You've just listened to a song by the one and only GYAKIE. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Jacqueline, that's her name, Jacqueline Achampong, and she's known professionally as GYAKIE, the songbird. Yes, so she is a Ghanaian alternative R&B, Afrofusion, and high life singer. Born into a family of musicians, and by age 8, she had started joining her father in the studio. Her father, yes, he is that popular Ghanaian high life artist, yes. And she has, over the years, enjoyed massive airplay and leading charts in Ghana, Kenya, and Nigeria. It's so good to know you're right there. How are you doing today, GYAKIE?
Hi, I'm doing amazing. How are you doing this
Very
morning?
well. Listen to that voice. Hi. Sounds like she's singing, huh? Oh, wow. It's so good to have you here, really. I know your career is one that has spanned across several areas of the entertainment industry, particularly in Ghana. However, most recently, you've been more of a content curator. I would like you to tell me, how did that come about? What inspired it?
Right, thank you so much for having me, and I would like to greet every special person that is listening to us this morning. I would say one of the few things that inspired me to focus on content creating as well, in addition to my music, was the fact that we now find ourselves in a content creation space in this world right now, where people are actually we're able to get the attention of more people with the contents that we create. A lot of people are now on their phones. A lot of people get a lot of information from their phones as well in this age, and people also like to see nice things and nice ways that people can market their brand, their music, their business. And so I realized that that would also be a nice thing to do, to push my music a lot more for people that are also interested in the content creation space. And I think ever since I started doing that, it has been another plus for promotion of my music and inviting new audience to my sound.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that has been very, very beneficial to you. And talking about benefits, something exciting recently happened to you. And so I'm very curious, how do you feel about being one of the young, emerging African content creators selected to be part of the campaign, the Meta campaign, Young Africans creators? How does it make you feel?
I'm very happy, to be very honest, because one thing about me is whenever I'm added to anything that has to do with promoting the African culture, anything that has to do with introducing people to what we do over here, I'm always very happy, because that means everybody else is seeing what I'm doing and they believe I can also be a voice that would push out everything about our culture here in Africa. And so when I got to realize that I'm being included in this great Made in Africa campaign, I was very happy, because that means that these people are seeing me to be somebody that could actually also put a voice ahead of what we're trying to push. And so I'm honored, I'm excited, and I'm proud of myself that this is something that I've been involved in as a young female artist.
Now, an offshoot of Made by Africa, Loved by the World campaign by Meta is, of course, the fact that you get to use certain tools to make your work easier. And so I'm very curious, what tools, Instagram tools, have actually helped you with your unique content creation?
Okay, I would say the Instagram Reels, one. And then the fact that when you go live on Instagram for, let's say, even if it's 2 hours or 15 minutes or 45 minutes, you are able to upload it on your main page for people that missed your live to come on your page to see it. I feel like that is one thing that is very unique, and one thing that I hope is going to stay for a long time. The Instagram Reels as well, you are also able to upload Reels where people are able to scroll up on their screens to see whatever that you post up. So I would say those are one of the two things that two tools that I find very interesting on the app.
You know, when you talked about the Reels, it made me wonder, because I was actually going to ask you what Instagram feature stands out for you and why. So I'm wondering, is this
Uh,
still the Reels or something else?
Yes, it's definitely going to be the reels. I really love uploading reels because right now And there's some, I think before you weren't able to like upload a longer video on your page. I think at first it was usually like just 1 minute. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think that was how it was. But right now with Instagram Reels, you can upload videos which is even more than 2 minutes, more than 5 minutes. And because if you tap on it, it takes you to a longer version of the video. And another thing too is you can also select what you want the cover of the video to be. So what people are going to see before they tap on the video to view it, you are able to select what you want to put on the cover of the video you want to upload. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now let's just touch on your music before we get back to talking about all of this content creation. I know you have a song called Scar, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it about? Tell us more about it. What's the inspiration behind the song?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think the music is quite loud, so I can hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. The music is loud. I'm really sorry about that. We are also trying to vibe to it here. Okay, so, but I was actually asking you about Scar. What's the inspiration behind it? What's the story behind the song?
Right. So I think the music is still a little bit high. Yeah, okay, it's better now. Okay, so Scar is the latest song that I dropped this year. That's my first single that I dropped this year, and it features UK rapper JB. And this is the first time that I ever did drill music, that I ever brought out drill music. I'm a versatile artist, and I'm one person that always like to tap into different sounds. And so I'm very sure, no, I'm not even very sure. My fans were very, very excited and shocked. They were startled to see that I actually jumped on a drill song, because everybody would expect GYAKIE to do a very slow love song or an R&B or maybe reggae, but drill took everybody by storm. And then this time around, I wanted to do something different from what I was doing. So this is a very beautiful love story that talks about the good and bad sides of love. And you know, people in relationships that hide secrets from each other, they find out one person is trying to put the blame on the other, but the other is also trying to tell the other person that he or she is also doing the same thing. So it's literally just emphasizing on some of the deep things that goes on in relationships. And yeah, basically. And then JB also came through and then spoke very well on the verses that he put on. And the song did so well. It's still doing well. And I'm proud of myself that my first time doing drill came out very good and the people embraced it really nice.
Good for you. There is no denying the fact that technology and social media has really influenced your career positively. And so I'm wondering, how have social media platforms and technology as well, like Instagram, for example, I'm talking about social media platforms, that is, how have they influenced your creative process and your career trajectory?
Social media, Instagram has been a huge plus
I can
to
imagine.
a huge plus to my work. And so anytime I go anywhere, I always tell people not to take social media for granted, because any little put out there, you could be in one city, and then somebody who is so far away from you would get to see your work, and you would wonder why. But it's all because of social media. It has brought everybody closer. It has brought the whole world into one bowl. It's like you would feel like everybody is literally like next door. That's how powerful social media has become. And one of the good things that it has done for my work is when Forever, for instance, blew internationally, when Forever blew internationally, social media was the best place to bring all my people together, all my fans. So anything that I uploaded up there, a fan that is in Egypt, a fan that is in UK, a fan that is in America or in Africa, will get to see it in a second and get to know what I'm up to, what I'm bringing up next, what I'm talking about. So I would say that it has brought a plus by making whatever I want to market or advertise, everybody around the world is able to see it in a second. So it has brought everybody closer, basically.
Now, you know, the world being a global village has made it possible for you to collaborate with other creators and build communities around shared interests in your field. However, I'm very curious, how do you pull this off? How do you do it?
Your voice was breaking, sorry.
Well, I was talking about, how do you create, how do you collaborate with other creators, you know, to build communities around
Yeah.
shared interests in your field?
Yeah, so music-wise, one thing about me too is I love to collaborate. Although I haven't dropped a lot of collaborations yet, I have a lot of unreleased songs which were featured with other artists. And aside the fact that I like to collaborate with people from home, I also think it's also a good thing as an artist or whatever society you find yourself in. It's always good to collaborate with people who are outside your culture as well, because it also merges the two cultures that are in place at the moment. So when I travel, I always like to find artists that are in the country at the moment, and if we can do studio to collaborate, I always that's one thing I always do whenever I travel. At least if I leave the country, I should have done at least 2 or 3 songs or one song which features an artist or someone that is in the country as well.
Wow, that's
Because
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, so much you can do with technology, so much you can do with social media, so much you can do with Instagram, and so much you have been doing for your career. I must say, congratulations on all you've achieved so far. Wishing you the very best in your future career trajectory. Wishing you very well. Thank you so much for your time, GYAKIE. It's been an interesting conversation. I have so many questions to ask you, but I've enjoyed the conversation so far. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you so much as well. Take care.